At Spiritualized, and by no coincidence whatsoever, we are joined by Jason Pearce of Spiritualized. How's it going, boy, right? Good. All right, I want to get something cleared up. Has the band changed its name, or is this sort of just a nasty rumour that I'm helping to spread?
No, it's a cheap ploy by our press agent.
Right.
The Electric Mainline kind of refers to the type of music we're making now, rather than... I think last time we Spiritualized was playing laser-guided melodies, and I think the emphasis now isn't on a melodic thing, it's more on a kind of... I think Electric Mainline kind of sums up what we're doing, I guess.
Right.
It's more kind of very minimal sounds to get the most direct, maximum effect.
But there's been a line-up change since the last record, hasn't there?
Yeah.
What happened there?
I found towards the end of the last record I was telling the old drummer and guitarist exactly what parts to play.
Right.
And I kind of didn't want to be in a band that was like that. I wanted the band to be... to work in a kind of, I guess, in a jazz way, but without all the connotations that the word jazz implies. Right. So we got new people in, and it's kind of changed the way the band is, the way the band performs, and the way the band is live.
Right, because the new drummer's got plenty of previous on him, hasn't he?
He played. I know that he played with Echo and the Bunnymen after Pete Freitas died.
Right, he was with the Icicle Works for a time.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Right.
No more than you about it.
Yeah.
So the last album came out in '92. Has it really taken 3 years to make this record, or have you just been sort of sitting around toasting muffins and things?
It has taken some time, but I think we when we record, we kind of want to make the best record we possibly can, so we have to live with what we're doing for a while. And also we don't go in the studio well rehearsed and kind of record the songs. We kind of work through constructing the songs in the studio. Right. So I think that takes a bit more time than just going in and doing a session. And
also, wasn't most of the new album finished somewhere near a year ago?
Yeah.
What sort of held up the release of it?
Our record label wanted to put the record out near Christmas, which is kind of, I just think it would have got lost in all the garbage they put out at Christmas. And it's not like we're competing with that kind of stuff, it's just, that takes up so much space. So,
right. But it's out next month, isn't it? Right. Well, let's have a look at Jason in a former guise. This is Spaceman 3. Spaceman 3, and we are joined by Jason Pearce, formerly of Spaceman 3, and now, of course, with Spiritualized. Before we saw that video, we were talking about, we're getting into the subject of recording. You know, when you're recording, you say, like, you construct the songs in the studio. Are you looking for, like, a musical sort of perfection, or, because, I mean, the music's sort of so atmospheric, or are you trying to find the sort of right mood and stuff, or am I not making any sense?
No, I think both.
Right.
I think I know what kind of sounds I want to make, and the kind of sounds that that do the right things in my head.
Right.
But I think I think we aim very high when we make records, and we kind of we aim to make an Electric Ladyland every time we record. But that's not to say that we do. You know, that every record we make is Electric Ladyland. But I think if we aim that high, I think all the best music is very physical to listen to. It's more than just an oral thing. It's almost it renders you speechless or whatever. And I think we aim to do that, to make music like great soul music. Right.
So you know, when you write, I was talking to Dave Baker about this, and we couldn't get a straight answer out of him at all. With this style of music, do you see it like before? Do you have that? You say that you know the sound that you want to make. Do you see a song when you get the sort of inception of the idea, or are you finding your way through it as you put it together?
I think we find our way through it. I think with Spaceman, I used to try and chase symphonies in my head, and I was always disappointed. They never came as close as to how I heard them in my head. So now it's more of a. I think now we kind of let a lot of accidents happen and kind of let it find its own way.
I mean, because of the structure of the record and stuff, I mean, how does it work live? I mean, do you sort of have to reinterpret the songs, or can you play them pretty much as
I think that's part of what playing live is about. I kind of loathe to see bands that just play their record louder.
Right.
You kind of listen to the record louder with a whole bunch of people around you, and I think Spiritualized is very definitely a performance band, and we don't try to replicate. I mean, I think it's very easy to replicate records with sequencers and samplers or whatever, but we're more into a kind of a very performance orientated.
See what you get different each night. What are the plans for live at the moment?
We play in England in in February, and I think we do some dates in Europe in March.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, let's go to another video. This is Spiritualized.